Bienvenidos. Mi nombre es Bobby Sanabria. Welcome, my name is Bobby Sanabria, and you're watching Fundamento 2. Está mirando Fundamento 2. Más técnica avanzada en las tumbadoras. En este video vamos a cubrir más ritmos en 2 tambores y también un ritmo en 3 tambores. También vamos a repasar más música en el estilo del son, la guaracha, el bolero, cha-cha y también un ritmo puramente africano, el bembé, también la clave de rumba y vamos a tocar una rumba en el estilo habanero, el guaguancó habanero. También vas a tener la oportunidad de tocar con un bajista y un pianista otra vez y vas a llegar a conocer una de las grandes leyendas de la música afrocubana y de este tambor, la conga, el gran Candido Camero, y lo vas a llegar a verlo tocar también. On this video, we're going to cover some more advanced rhythms on 2 drums. You're going to get to play 3 drums also simultaneously. And we're going to cover some more rhythms in the song tradition, like the guaracha, the bolero cha-cha, okay? And also a rhythm that purely comes from Africa, the bembé, cover the rumba clave, and the Havana style of rumba, the Havana style guaguancó. You're going to get to play along also with a bass player and a piano player, and we have a special treat. You're going to get to meet one of the great legends of Afro-Cuban percussion, the great Candido Camero. We have a little interview segment with him, and also you're going to get to see him play. So, let's get started. Vamos a comenzar. Now, I'm going to show you a more melodic style of playing the tumbao with 2 drums in the montuno section. Ahora te voy a enseñar un estilo más melódico tocando el tumbao utilizando 2 congas en la sección que llamamos el montuno. Esto fue desarrollado por el gran Carlos Patato Valdés. This was first developed by the great Carlos Patato Valdés and some of his contemporaries also, Candido Camero, Armando Peraza, and others. También Candido Camero y Armando Peraza y muchos otros más contemporáneos de Carlos desarrollaron este estilo. Now, because Carlos Patato Valdés used to play bass and the tres and the guitar, you know, he has a melodic concept on the drums. Porque como Carlos Patato Valdés toca el bajo, el tres y la guitarra, tiene un concepto más melódico en las tumbadoras, en la conga. I'll do it in 2-3. One of the interesting things is you're going to be using tapaos. Una cosa interesante que vas a utilizar tapaos. So, vas a tener un chance de practicar tocando tumbaos utilizando los tapaos. In 2-3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. El primer compás, the first bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the 3 side, the second bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Sounds a lot different, bien diferente que tocando esto. A lot different than playing this. More melodic, más melódico. The guaracha is the fastest form of the song. It's also the most fun because the lyrics are very, very humorous. La guaracha es la forma más rápida del son, pero también es una forma bien chistosa porque las palabras, el texto son bien humorísticas. Ah, 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 ah. ¡Ah! ¡Me voy! mulata, esto no dura ser. Me fui. Si te agarro, va a bailar conmigo. 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 ¡Ah! Yo sé que te gusta el mambo y el rico sabroso danzón. Yo sé que te gusta el mambo y el rico sabroso danzón. Pero me gusta mulata, como bailas el rico son. Pero me gusta mulata, como bailas el rico son. Si te agarro mulata, ya bailamos hasta que salga el rico son. Si te agarro, va a bailar conmigo. 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 ¡Mario! ¡Anda! El sabroso rico tumbao que transmite la corriente. Me voy con la jicotea. ¡Ah, ah, 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 ah! ¡Ahí! ¡La guaracha de Cuba! ¡Oye, mi mulata! En Cuba se baila el son sin batería. ¡El aleteo! ¡A caballo! A caballo me voy, a caballo me voy ya. A caballo me voy, a caballo me voy ya. A bailar conmigo, a bailar conmigo, a bailar conmigo, a bailar conmigo. Me voy a bailar conmigo. Okay, now you're gonna play the guaracha. Ahora ustedes van a tocar la guaracha. Vamos a ver lo que pasa. Ah, 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 ah. Oye Mario, háblame. ¡Anda! ¡Ah! Oye mulata, ven para acá porque te voy a agarrar. ¡Camina! Si te agarro, va a bailar conmigo. 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 Yo sé que te gusta el mambo y el rico sabroso danzón. Yo sé que te gusta el mambo y el rico sabroso danzón. Pero me gusta mulata, como bailas el rico son. Pero me gusta mulata, como bailas el rico son. Si te agarro mulata, cuidado, bailamos hasta que salga el sol. Si te agarro, va a bailar conmigo. 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 ¡Mario! ¡Kiki! ¡Ah! Ese es el tumbao que transmite la corriente. Me fui con la jicotea. Ah, 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 ah. Rumpa, cumpa, coco, coco, copa, roco, toco, toco, pa. Rico con la guaracha. ¡A caballo! ¡Oye! ¡Ah! A caballo me voy para el monte, monte adentro a caballo, a gozar conmigo, ahí, a gozar conmigo, a bailar conmigo, a bailar conmigo, a bailar conmigo. Me fui a bailar conmigo. Ahora te voy a enseñar cómo tocar la melodía en la tumbadora, el acompañamiento al bolero. I'm going to show you how to play the bolero style, which is the romantic ballad style of the Caribbean, on 2 drums and 2 tambores. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slower. You don't really have to worry about clave because the bolero is a 1-bar pattern. No tienes que preocuparte tanto de la clave porque es un patrón de un compás. Ahora lo que voy a enseñarte es el tumbao común que se utiliza para el cha-cha-cha. This is the basic tumbao that we use for the cha-cha-cha. Again, it's a 1-bar pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slower. 3, 4. As you notice, it's the 3 side of one of the tumbaos we played before for 2 drums. Como está notando, es solamente el lado 3 de uno de los tumbaos que tocamos anteriormente. The bolero is the romantic style of the Caribbean. El bolero es el estilo romántico del Caribe. In the bridge of the song, the second part of the song, we're going to play the cha-cha-cha rhythm. Then go back to the bolero rhythm for the end of the song. En la segunda parte del número, el puente, vamos a tocar el tumbao del cha-cha-cha y después regresamos al tumbao del bolero. Now you're going to get a chance to play the bolero. When we play the bolero, and you're going to be playing conga, I'll be playing the maracas for that section, the guiro for the cha-cha-cha. Ahora ustedes van a tocar el bolero cuando estamos tocando, perdón, el bolero. Yo voy a estar tocando las maracas, en el puente de la canción, el cha-cha-cha, y voy a estar tocando el guiro. Ah, 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 ah. Rico. What I'm playing for you now is the clave of rumba. We went over the clave of son. Now we're going to go over the clave of rumba. Lo que te estoy tocando ahora mismo es la clave de la rumba. Repasamos la clave del son. Ahora la rumba. La rumba es una música que nació en el siglo XIX en Habana, Cuba y en los muelles de Matanzas. The rumba is a style of music that was born in the 19th century in Havana slave quarters and on the docks of Matanzas. And this is the clave of the rumba. Esta es la clave de la rumba. As you can tell, it's a little bit different than the clave of son. Como están escuchando, esta clave es un poquito diferente que la clave del son. I'm going to play the clave of son with my foot so you can hear the difference. Voy a tocar la clave de son con mi pie para escuchar la diferencia. Okay? Ya estás notando que la clave de rumba es un poquito más sincopada. Now you notice that the clave of rumba is a little bit more syncopated. Also, instead of having a ponche, we have what we call bombo. En vez de tener un ponche, tenemos una nota que se llama bombo. Boom. 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 The clave de rumba is interesting because you can count it by fours or by threes. La clave de rumba es interesante porque la puedes contar en 4 y en 3 o 6. You can also count it in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the possibilities for syncopation are much more varied. So las posibilidades para sincopación son bien variadas. Okay? Voy a apagar las notas en el lado 3 y empezar en el lado 2. I'm going to quiet the notes on the 3 side, okay? So you can hear where the 2 side is. There's the clave starting on the 2 side. Now I'll quiet the notes on the on the 2 side so you can hear the 3 side. Voy a apagar las notas en el lado 2 de la clave para que escuches el lado 3. El bombo, the bombo, that's the main stress in the clave of rumba. We have 3 styles of rumba: yambú, which was originally played on wooden boxes; guaguancó, it has a Havana style, and a danza style, and rumba Colombia. Each has its own specific dance and different style lyrics. Tenemos 3 clases de rumba: el yambú, que antes se tocaba en cajones; el guaguancó, habanero y matancero; y también la Colombia. The guaguancó is a very, very rich tradition. El guaguancó es una tradición muy rica. Hay varios tambores que tocan varias partes. También tenemos 2 palitos que tocan un pedazo de bambú que se llama guagua. Originalmente se tocaba una cajita de cigarro con 2 cucharas. We also have in the guaguancó, besides the drumming, different drums playing different patterns, we have 2 sticks that play a piece of bamboo we call guagua. Originally, a cigar box was used with 2 spoons. I'm going to show you a basic guagua pattern that's utilized. There are many guagua patterns. This is the simplest. Hay varios patrones de guagua, pero este es el patrón más simple, más simple. Okay? I'm going to start the clave in 3-2, the clave of rumba en 3-2. Voy a empezar la clave de rumba en 3-2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch my right hand, la mano derecha. Adornamos la mano izquierda. Ah, 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 ah. Ahora entramos en el lado 2 de la clave. Now we're going to come in on the 2 side of the clave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is the basic guagua pattern. It's also known as palitos. Ese es el patrón básico de la guagua, también se llama palitos. Ahora vamos a comenzar con el primer tambor que sale, el salidor. Ese es el nombre del tambor en la rumba. Viene de la palabra salir. Tocamos esa parte en la tumbadora. Now we're going to talk about a little bit about the salidor, the first drum that exits out in the rumba. The part is played on the tumbadora, the lowest drums, the lowest drum rather. Salidor, the word comes from the Spanish word salir, to exit. So this is the drum that exits out first. Now remember that exercise I showed you before. ¿Se recuerdan ese ejercicio que le enseñé en antes? Between the heel and the tip. Chévere, que chévere, que chévere, que chévere, que. That's what the salidor does first. El salidor toca eso primero. ¿Se recuerdan el ejercicio ese que hice antes? Con chévere, que chévere, que chévere. El salidor escucha el tiempo de la clave. The salidor player listens to the tempo given by the person playing the clave, okay, and commences with that gallop. Y el salidor escucha el tiempo de la clave y comienza con ese patrón. Chévere, que chévere, que chévere, que chévere, que chévere, que chévere. After the salidor commences with that pattern, the other drums will follow doing the same thing. Después que el salidor sale con ese patrón, los otros tambores entran imitando ese patrón. Ok. Después el salidor da un cue, una señal para los otros tambores. Then the salidor gives a signal to the other drums so they can come in. And that signal comes in on the 3 side of the clave. The signal is this. Esta es la señal. En el lado 3 de la clave entra. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? As you can tell, like I just did at the end, I played the last part, or rather the 3 side of the son clave. That's what this plays. Esto toca lo que es el lado 3 de la clave de son. Okay? Pero la clave de rumba sigue caminando. But the clave of rumba continues. So, let's do it in context. Vamos a hacerlo en contexto. That's how it comes in. Así que entra. Now, then the salidor player plays their part. Después comienza el salidor tocando su patrón. This is the pattern of the salidor. Very simple. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bien fácil. Although the pattern of the salidor is simple, it's actually the hardest part, and the person that plays the salidor has to be very rock steady. Aunque el patrón es bien simple, el salidor, la persona que toca el salidor tiene que estar bien afincado, porque esa es la fundación del tiempo. That's the foundation of the time. Okay, let's do it in context. After the salidor gives its cue, its signal, the tres golpe, the second drum, which is the conga, and its part is called tres golpe, will come in and answer and play its melody. Después de la señal del salidor, entra el tres golpe con su melodía. Now, the part that the tres golpe plays is very syncopated. It's called tres golpe because actually it hits 3 strokes. Se llama tres golpe porque el tres golpe es esto. Three strokes. I'm going to do that again with the clave so you can hear how it falls. I'm going to start in 3-2 clave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice that the bombo note, boom, is accented by my right hand with the palm. Nota que la acentuación del bombo con mi mano derecha. Okay, and then the other part of the melody, the 2 open tones, fall on the 2 side, creating a syncopated feel. Okay, so let's do the whole pattern now, and then I'll play the clave along with it. I'm going to start actually on the 2 side of the clave. Yo voy a empezar actualmente en el lado 2 de la clave, right, con dos tonos abiertos, los 2 tonos abiertos, with the 2 open tones. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The bombo note is very important. El bombo es bien importante porque el que está tocando el quinto quiere escuchar eso. The bombo is very important for the quinto player. That's the soloist. Slower. Now that you know the basic stroke patterns for the salidor and the tres golpe parts, let's combine them both, one player doing both parts. Now, those of you who are going to continue the studies, many people have different interpretations of the stroke patterns for those parts. Those are common stroke patterns. Ya que conoces los patrones, las combinaciones para el salidor y el tres golpes, vamos a combinarlos juntos, las 2 partes, una persona tocando 2 congas. Ahora, la parte que yo te di para el salidor y para el tres golpes son partes comunes. Alguna gente tienen otras interpretaciones, pero el diseño ritmático es todavía lo mismo. Okay, let's combine both parts. I'm going to start with the opening gallop on both drums. Voy a comenzar con la entrada con los 2 tambores en clave. Doy la señal y entramos con la melodía. I start with the opening gallop. I'm going to give the signal on the salidor, and we're going to combine both parts. Now I'm going to do a little bit different stroke pattern This time, I'm going to do the bombo with my left hand. With my left hand. That's the style that I like to play. Ahora voy a tocar el mismo patrón, pero voy a tocar el bombo con la mano izquierda. Ese es el estilo que a mí me gusta. That's a very common cierre that we use to end rumbas. Eso es un cierre bien común que se utiliza para terminar las rumbas. The style I just played is the melody of the Havana style guaguancó. Acabo de tocar la melodía del estilo de rumba guaguancó de Havana. I'm going to do the same thing for you again, but I'm going to play a little bit slower in case you couldn't discern the combinations between the hands. Voy a tocar la misma cosa, pero más lento, para que puedan analizar las combinaciones de las manos. I'm going to do the same thing, this time doing the bombo with my left hand at a very, very slow tempo. La misma cosa, tocando el bombo con la mano izquierda. Now you're going to play the Havana style guaguancó. I'll start with the clave, you come in with the gallop, the opening gallop on the two drums, and cue the rest of the melody in. Ahora ustedes van a tocar la melodía del guaguancó habanero. Recuerden que tienen que empezar, ¿okay?, a caballito ahí, manipulando los tambores con las manos para la entrada de la melodía. Empezamos con la clave. ¡Habla, Mario! Juega, Bobby. Oye, los mulata, el rico guaguancó habanero. Óyelo, mi guaguancó habanero, óyelo, ven pa' acá, Now we're going to do a rhythm that's purely African. It comes from Nigeria, from the people known as the Yoruba. And this is their feast rhythm. It's known as bembe. Ahora vamos a tocar un ritmo que viene directamente de África, de la gente que se llaman Yoruba, de la nación que se llama Nigeria. In the bembe rhythm, we use a bell or a whole blade. En el bembe usamos una campana tocando ritmo o una plancha. Okay? So, in the bembe, the rhythmic design of the bell sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this isn't in 4/4. Esto no es en 4/4, no se cuenta en 4 o en 2, se cuenta en 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. But this has a clave to it. Esto tiene una clave. Now I'm going to tap the clave to it, see if you can tell what clave it is. If you said the clave of rumba, you were correct. Si usted dijo la clave de rumba, correcto. Okay? Es el diseño ritmático de la campana. That's the rhythmic design of the bell. Now let's go over the basic drum parts. The highest drum, most people call it quila. El tambor más alto, su parte se llama comúnmente quila. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. El segundo tambor, okay? The second drum, the conga, plays this pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. El tercer tambor toca este patrón. The third drum plays this pattern. I like to call it bombo because it actually hits a bombo note, but on each side of the clave. This drum, we usually call it segunda. We usually call it because it's the second drum. Este tambor, mayormente la parte se llama segunda. Este tambor, a mí me gusta llamarlo, la parte del tambor, que a mí me gusta llamarlo bombo porque toca un bombo en cada compás de la clave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's how it fits with the clave. So we have all those parts. Tenemos toda esa parte, vamos a combinarla. Una persona tocando el diseño ritmático de esas partes. One person playing the rhythmic design of this rhythm. Oh, and I'm going to ask Masashi to come over so he could play the bell. Masa, if you can come over, please, so you can play the bell. Remember the bell part. Can, 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 can. Is that where the clave lies? Ahora ustedes van a tocar el bembé. Van a escuchar el tiempo, una clave de rumba en la dirección 3-2 y después entramos. Now you're going to play along. Remember, you'll hear one clave of rumba in the direction 3-2, and then you'll begin to play with me and John. Are you ready? Ready. Uruguayo. Bo Itaguamo y Chango. Yemaya, aboyo Yemaya. Ado! Hey, pretty neat. Now we have a special treat. One of the legendary figures in Afro-Cuban percussion is with us here on Fundamento. Candido Camero was born April 22nd, 1921 in Havana, Cuba, in El Cerro district. His career actually started about the time that a form of Cuban music known as son was starting to become popular in Havana. We talked about the song before. He began performing first with a group called La Gloria Habanera. Then he went on to a group called Jóvenes del Cerro, La Nacional Juvenil, Diseño Moderno, Conjunto Apolo. In that group, there was a young man named Mongo Santa Maria playing bongo, and Candido was featured not on congas, but on the Cuban stringed instrument, the tres. We talked about that before. It's a guitar with 3 sets of double strings or 3 sets of 3 strings. And of course, also, Candido got to perform with the great Arsenio Rodriguez, one of the founding fathers of the Son Montuno movement. Finally, in 1946, he came to New York City with the Cuban dance team called Carmen and Rolando. Since then, he's recorded with every major jazz and Latin artist in the world. I've been very fortunate to have worked with him many times in concerts and in the recording studio. And he's here with us on Fundamento. Bienvenido a Fundamento, Candido. Un placer tenerte aquí.
Muchas gracias, Bobby. Muchas gracias por invitarme y un placer para mí estar aquí contigo.
Well, Candy, you came here in 1946, and in 1946, I know that you started something that was very, very groundbreaking at the time. You started playing more than one conga drum. Before then, everybody just used to play one conga. Can you tell us how you started doing that? You were actually the first person ever to play more than one conga simultaneously.
Well, I was in Cuba in a nightclub, El Faraón nightclub, and then also I went to Tropicana nightclub. So that was a dance team by the name of Carmen and Rolando. And I used to play the bass that time in the group. But during the show, I was playing the quinto for the dance teams. Mm-hmm. So then they have a contract to come to United States, to New York City. And they said, well, we don't have a budget for conga and the quinto. So we had to only can take one, the one who played the quinto, that was me. Mm-hmm. So I said, well, okay, if you're happy, the way I play the quinto for you, I'll be very happy to go with you. So without they know, I bought the conga, and when we fly from Cuba to United States, I have a conga and the quinto. So they asked me, what are you gonna do with the conga? I said, no worry. I'm gonna need that, and I'm gonna use that. I
Wow,
said,
so can you show us what you did?
well, then, when they was dancing, I would do this. So that's
Chévere,
what
chévere,
So when I
tremendo.
do that, there was so much, exciting, and I was so surprised that I can keep the time on the conga
Right,
and quinteando en el quinto para marcarle los pasos.
right.
To
Two things
I
at the
have
same
to- Yeah,
time.
right.
So you really started developing independence
Yeah, right.
before like a lot of other people that we
yes,
know of
when-
today. That's
when I
fantastic.
first came here, everybody, like you said before, just use one conga.
Right.
You know.
Now I know
was
that you
good.
right.
was
I know
good, yeah,
that you've
was-
developed some other techniques as far as independence before a lot of other people. I know you do things like doing 3 or 4 rhythms at the same time. Like, can you show? I see that you have a guiro there. Can you show
Yeah,
us what
right.
you do with that?
The guiro, when I play the cha-cha,
Uh-huh.
so I can.
Fantastic. When did you start doing that?
I started to do that 1955.
Wow.
1955, I started with the 3 congas, the guiro, and the cowbell.
So you actually started playing 3 congas also before anybody, right?
Yeah, right, the 3 congas. 1952.
Wow.
I started playing the
So
three
you
congas.
play melodies then on the congas, almost like a piano, because I know you played bass, you played
Yes.
guitar and tres, so you have a melodic concept.
Yes.
Can you show us some of the types of things you do melodically with the congas?
Well, por ejemplo,
Anaba. Yuca, 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 yuca. Oa, coa, coa. Anaba, coa, coa, ca.
this is la mano de
Tremendo.
Navacoa, yes.
Yeah. Tremendous. And I know that you've done things like with 6 congas, 5 congas, etc., etc.
Yeah, I used to use 6 congas,
Wow.
but then it was a little difficult to travel with all the time, so I decided to just take 3, and I do the same job with the 3 congas, you know.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, we're going to play together right now. We're going to do a famous tune that was a collaboration between a compatriot of yours, Luciano Chano Pozo,
Oh, yes.
who played congas with Dizzy Gillespie, and
Right.
he collaborated with Dizzy Gillespie and Walter Gil Fuller to compose a tune called Manteca. Can you
Yeah.
play us the melody of
Yeah.
Manteca?
Yes.
Tremendo, tremendo. We hope you had a great time studying with Fundamental 1, Fundamental 2, and also Conga Basics. Keep studying. You know, the only way you're going to get better is by practicing and studying. So if you find a teacher that you like, study with them. Also, check out the music. This music represents a vibrant culture that goes back over 500 years, and it's represented by the music. So go to clubs, concerts, etc. Continue studying also by studying the masters. The only way you're going to learn this vocabulary is studying the music. You got to hear one of the great masters, Candido Camero, on this video. So you're very fortunate, and we thank DCI Music Video for having him participate with us. Sigue en la meta. Con Fundamento 1 y Fundamento 2 ya tienen una base, también con Conga Basics. Sigue en la meta, consíguete un maestro, sigue estudiando la música. Esta música es una cultura bien grande, representa 500 años de evolución. Toca en una banda, goza con la música. La cultura es algo que se representa en nuestra música. I'd like to close off by leaving you with the word that we use in the Caribbean from Nigerian Yoruba heritage that we say to each other when we want to bestow good fortune on someone. Ache, which means power and everything positive that is spiritual. Te dejamos con la palabra Yoruba que significa poder y todo positivo espiritual. Ache. Los vemos en la farándula. We'll see you on the scene.